we are, for the first time ever, recognizing Arab American Heritage Month here in Washington County. I would like to invite Dora Perry, our Interim Chief Equity and Inclusion Officer, to come forward and introduce our various guests of honor who will be bringing this opportunity for life, and then afterwards to ask my colleagues and I, as well as others here in our audience, for a photographic opportunity. Do we still call them that since they're digital? To memorialize the occasion. So please, Ms. Perry, take it away.
Good afternoon, Chair Harrington and Vice Chair, Phi, and Commissioners. I have allergies, so I'm sorry about how my voice is. For the record, my name is Dora Perry, serving as your Interim Deputy Chief Equity and Inclusion Officer. I just first want to extend my deepest gratitude to you for granting us the opportunity to commence the Arab American Heritage Month celebration through the reading of the proclamation in this esteemed space. Thank you. At this point, I would first like our guest speakers to briefly introduce themselves before we move on. So I'll hand it to you. Go ahead.
I'll go first. Hello. Good to see you and meet you all, and thank you, and I'm happy to be here. My name is Taghreed Khouri. Everybody calls me Tag in Portland, which makes everybody's life easier. I am a Jordanian national American, originally Palestinian, from Nablus, which is a city some 50 miles north of Jerusalem. I've been in Oregon since the early 80s. I went to PSU for both my graduate degrees, and my daughter was born in Portland, Oregon, and my only child. And I did international consulting work for the United Nations and other international development organizations, mostly in the Middle East. And then I've been teaching at Portland State as an adjunct professor for more than 20 years, and I teach women's studies and international studies. I have volunteered in the city of Beaverton in the Human Rights Advisory Commission for like 5 years, and I'm also a board member with ACO, the Arab American Cultural Center of Oregon, and I thank the people who invited me to be here. I'm very proud to be here and participate in the proclamation. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry. And it was brought to my attention to mention that I'm Christian, which usually is not very relevant to me, but I think it's worth mentioning to say that in the Middle East and in Palestine, we have Muslims and Christians and Jews, and everybody lived together forever and evermore. So I bring this point only to make this very particular point. Sorry, and thanks again.
Such an excellent point, too. Thank you. My name is Layla Hiju, and I am the daughter of an Iraqi immigrant that came to the United States in the late 40s. I've been a resident of Oregon since 1983, and actually, I am co-founder and president of Islamic Social Services of Oregon State, which is a nonprofit that helps anybody in need to be self-reliant for over 20 years now. I also serve at IRCO. I'm the president of the board leadership group, as well as the chair of the Greater Middle East Center Advisory Council. I was also awarded by Governor Kate Brown in 2020 with the Oregon Women Achievement Award, making me the first Arab American on the list. And I'm very heavily, actively into community work. My professional background is a software engineer in the tech industry for about 40 years, and when I retired, I just put everything I have into community work.
So before I hand the floor for the proclamation reading, Please allow me to offer some introductory remarks on the significance of our cultural heritage celebrations. Enes El Nasser, who is back there, a member of the Developmental Disabilities Division, passionately advocated for the celebration of Arab American Heritage Month. Enes, along with a dedicated committee comprising of our very own Sam, who has been very active in her outreach and engagement to put together an amazing team committee, including Bannon, Hamid, Nadia, Faisal, Zara, Aika. Also, Maggie from the city of Hillsborough, and Lorena from Clean Water Services. They've been tirelessly working on the proclamation and the implementation of events since February. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to all the members of the Arab American Heritage Proclamation. Their dedication exemplifies the spirit of inclusivity and community engagement, which in Washington County we strive to foster. These cultural celebrations serve as a gateway to fostering meaningful connections with Arab American staff and community members, as well as those who support the Arab community. They provide us with an invaluable opportunity to deepen our communities, our understanding of the diverse and vibrant Arab American communities thriving in Washington County. Additionally, they shed light on the rich cultural heritage and contributions of Arab Americans to our county and the state. Many members of the Arab American community have embarked on journeys of migration, seeking refuge from conflict, or pursuing new opportunities. Their stories of resilience and perseverance enrich our collective tapestry and serve as a testament to the strength of the human spirit. I also extend my gratitude to our guest speakers and all the attendees who have joined us and have stayed with us to support this inaugural celebration of Arab American Heritage Month in Washington County. This is really a special event. So thank you, all of you. With that, I now invite the speakers to proceed with the reading of the proclamation.
My honor. Okay, so in honor of Arab American Heritage Month, whereas the Washington County Board of Commissioners proudly recognizes April 2024 as Arab American Heritage Month, honoring this community's valuable contributions to our nation, state, and county in all aspects of society, setting fine examples of model citizens and public servants. And whereas we celebrate this year's Arab American Heritage Month theme of Arab American awareness, shining a light on the long overdue acknowledgement of this vibrant community's existence, whose heritage was only recognized in Oregon since 2021 and nationally in 2023. And whereas, since first migrating to America in the 1880s, Arab Americans have brought their strong work ethic, dedication to education, and diversity in creed, adding strength to our democracy. As a result, today nearly 3.7 million Americans are of Arab descent. And whereas almost 32,000 Arab Americans are Oregonians, and more than 6,700 of them are Washington County residents. Furthermore, Oregon has welcomed many refugees of Arab descent recently, in line with Oregon's tradition of open arms to those in need.
And whereas Victor George Atiyeh served as the 32nd governor of the state of Oregon from 1979 to 1987, giving the state the distinction of being the first with an elected Arab American governor. And whereas Arab Americans are designated white in the US Census and thus not officially recognized as a minority, excluding them from the assistance of policies established to support such groups, while still being excluded from whiteness and its associated privileges. And whereas for over a century, Arab Americans have endured long-lasting misrepresentation in the media, and more recently, harmful discriminatory policies targeting them, making the celebration of Arab American cultural heritage key to educating our fellow Americans of our contributions. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the Washington County Board of Commissioners does hereby proclaim April 2024 as Arab American Heritage Month, and calls upon the people of Washington County to observe this month with relevant programs, activities, and reflections to create a more inclusive, just, and prosperous world for all. Thank you.
Thank you. And Commissioners, before I ask for a motion to adopt this proclamation for our first time ever, I would like to share from my research that in 2022, President Biden became the first U.S. president to declare April as Arab American Heritage Month in recognition of the contributions of Arab Americans to our nation's history. Americans of Arab heritage have advanced this nation's achievements in diplomacy, science, technology, as well as in art and culture. Commissioners, what are your wishes with regard to today's proclamation?
So move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor of adopting said proclamation, please raise your hand. Thank you, Commissioners. Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously 5-0. And please, all of us, for memorializing this opportunity, if you'd like to join us for a picture, please do so.
Thank you.
Thank you.